Have you ever felt a deep, unshakable exhaustion that coffee can't fix? A mental fog that makes simple thoughts feel like a struggle? Or a persistent bloating that leaves you feeling heavy and uncomfortable, no matter what you eat? For so many people over the age of 50, these feelings have become the unwelcome background noise of daily life. They are often dismissed as just part of getting older, a slow decline we are simply expected to accept. But what if I told you that these symptoms are not a life sentence? What if they are a direct message from your body, a signal that something deep inside is out of balance? And what if the solution wasn't a complex medical procedure or a restrictive diet, but a simple, natural 5-night reset that could help you reclaim the energy and clarity you thought you had lost forever? The truth is, hidden within your body, there can be years, even decades of accumulated waste. This isn't just about feeling heavy. This internal burden can be the root cause of chronic fatigue, cognitive fog, low moods, and persistent bloating. It silently steals your vitality day by day. But tonight, we begin the process of taking it back. I am Dr. Lucas Mason, and in my more than 30 years of caring for patients navigating the complexities of aging and chronic illness, I have seen how a compromised digestive system can undermine every other aspect of health. I've witnessed firsthand how a simple, targeted cleanse can unlock a level of well-being that my patients thought was gone for good. It's not about magic. It's about understanding how the body works and giving it the gentle support it needs to heal itself. Before continuing, if you haven't subscribed yet, click the bell icon so you don't miss out on any health tips designed especially for you. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. If not, give it a thumbs down to help us improve. So let's talk about what's really going on inside your body. I want you to imagine your digestive tract, all 30 feet of it, as a complex and bustling highway system. In your youth, traffic flowed smoothly. Nutrients were efficiently absorbed and delivered where they were needed, and waste products were promptly escorted out. But as we cross the threshold of 50, 60, and beyond, that internal highway often develops a serious traffic jam. The reasons for this are a natural part of the aging process, yet we rarely talk about them. First, our body's production of digestive enzymes begins to decline. These enzymes are the workers on our internal highway, responsible for breaking down food into usable components. With fewer workers on the job, food isn't broken down as effectively. It lingers. Second, the acidity of our stomach, our first line of defense in digestion, often weakens. This means that food, especially proteins, isn't properly prepared for its journey, arriving in the intestines in a state that's harder to process. And third, the natural muscular contractions of our intestines, a process called peristalsis, can slow down. Think of it as the conveyor belt of your digestive system moving at a slower pace. The combination of these three factors is powerful. The time it takes for waste to travel through your colon, known as colonic transit time, can increase dramatically. What might have taken 24 hours in your 20s could now take 72 hours or even longer. This slowdown has profound consequences. Waste material, instead of being promptly eliminated, sits in the colon for days. It begins to compact, harden, and adhere to the intestinal walls, almost like plaster. Over years, this accumulation can become significant, weighing several pounds and physically obstructing the very lining of your gut. This hardened waste isn't just sitting there harmlessly. It becomes a breeding ground for harmful bacteria, yeasts, and parasites. It actively prevents the absorption of vital nutrients from the food you eat. You could be eating the healthiest diet in the world, full of vitamins and minerals. But if your intestinal walls are coated in this old, hardened material, those nutrients can't get through to your bloodstream. You become, in a sense, starved in the midst of plenty. This is why you feel so tired. Your body isn't getting the fuel it needs to function, no matter how much you eat. Furthermore, this stagnant waste begins to putrefy and ferment, releasing a cocktail of toxins directly into your system. These toxins are absorbed through the intestinal wall and enter your bloodstream, placing an enormous burden on your liver, your body's primary filtration system. Your liver has to work overtime to neutralize these poisons, diverting energy from its hundreds of other vital functions. This toxic overload is a primary driver of systemic inflammation, which is now recognized as a root cause of nearly every chronic disease, from arthritis to heart disease. And what about your brain fog? The connection between the gut and the brain is incredibly strong. The toxins released from a clogged colon can cross the blood-brain barrier, directly impacting cognitive function, memory, and mood. That feeling of being unable to think clearly, that frustrating search for words, is often a direct result of this internal toxicity. It's not a sign of your mind failing, it's a sign of your gut crying out for help. This internal environment also devastates your microbiome, the community of trillions of beneficial microorganisms that live in your gut. These good bacteria are essential for everything from producing vitamins to regulating your immune system, and even creating neurotransmitters like serotonin, which governs your mood. The toxic environment created by old waste kills off these vital allies, allowing harmful pathogens to thrive. This imbalance, known as dysbiosis, is linked to depression, anxiety, and a weakened immune system. So you see, the bloating, the exhaustion, the brain fog, and even the feelings of depression are not separate, unrelated issues. They are all symptoms of a single underlying problem, a digestive system that has become overburdened and clogged over time. It is a traffic jam that has turned into a toxic waste site, and it is affecting your entire body. The question then becomes, why does this seem to accelerate so dramatically after we pass a certain age? It feels unfair, doesn't it? Just when we have more wisdom and time to enjoy life, our bodies seem to present new challenges. Understanding this process is the first step toward reversing it. It's not about blaming yourself. It's about acknowledging the natural physiological shifts that occur and learning how to work with them, not against them. As I mentioned, the reduction in digestive enzymes is a key factor. Think of your pancreas as a factory that, over decades of hard work, starts to slow down its production line. This is a normal part of aging, but it means that the starches, fats, and proteins in your food are no longer being disassembled with the same efficiency. These larger, undigested food particles become a feast for the wrong kind of gut bacteria, leading to gas, fermentation, and that uncomfortable bloating that so many people experience after meals. You might notice that foods you once enjoyed without a problem now cause you distress. This isn't an allergy, it's often a sign of insufficient enzyme activity. The weakening of stomach acid, or hypochlorhydria, is another silent but significant change. Strong stomach acid is crucial. It sterilizes the food we eat, killing harmful pathogens before they can enter our intestines. It also triggers the release of pepsin, the enzyme that begins protein digestion. When stomach acid is weak, not only do proteins pass into the intestines largely undigested, creating a burden, but we also become more vulnerable to foodborne illnesses and infections like H. pylori. Furthermore, the correct level of acidity in the stomach is a signal that tells the pancreas and gallbladder to release their own digestive juices. A weak signal from the stomach leads to a weak response downstream, compounding the entire digestive issue. Many people, ironically, take antacids for indigestion, believing they have too much acid when in reality, the symptoms of low stomach acid and high stomach acid can feel very similar. By further reducing their acidity, they may be inadvertently making the root problem much worse. Then there is the slowing of peristalsis. The muscles of your intestinal wall are designed to contract in a rhythmic, wave-like motion to propel food and waste forward. With age, this muscular action can become less vigorous and less coordinated. Hormonal changes, particularly in postmenopausal women, can affect muscle tone throughout the body, including the smooth muscle of the gut. A more sedentary lifestyle, which can become common in later years, also fails to provide the external stimulation that helps keep the bowels moving. When this forward momentum is lost, waste simply sits for longer. The longer it sits, the more water is reabsorbed from it by the colon. This is what turns soft waste into hard, dry, and difficult-to-pass stools, leading to constipation, a problem that plagues a huge percentage of the senior population. This combination of poor breakdown, weak initial signals, and slow movement creates the perfect storm for accumulation. It's a gradual process, happening over years. You may not notice it at first, just a little more bloating here, a little more tiredness there. But over a decade, this slow-motion traffic jam can create a backlog of toxic, hardened waste that is literally weighing you down and poisoning you from the inside out. I remember a patient, a wonderful gentleman in his late 60s named Robert. He came to me convinced he had early-onset Alzheimer's. He was a retired accountant, a man whose mind had always been his sharpest tool. Now he was forgetting names, struggling with his crossword puzzles, and felt a constant woolliness in his head. He was also chronically constipated and felt bloated after every meal. His doctors had run numerous tests on his brain, all of which came back normal. They told him it was just age-related cognitive decline. But after talking with him, I suspected the problem wasn't starting in his head, but in his gut. The constant toxic drip from his sluggish, impacted colon was affecting his brain chemistry. He was skeptical but willing to try anything. The story of what happened to him is a powerful testament to the body's ability to heal. So how do we begin to gently and effectively clear out this accumulated debris? The answer I have found to be incredibly effective and remarkably simple is a 5-night gut cleanse protocol. This is not a harsh laxative or a complicated fast. It is a gentle, natural method that works with your body's own cleansing mechanisms using just 3 simple ingredients: warm water, fresh lemon, and either extra virgin olive oil or chia seeds. The protocol is this: for 5 consecutive nights, about an hour before you go to sleep, and on a relatively empty stomach, ideally 2 to 3 hours after your last meal, you will prepare and drink this simple mixture. That's it. It's a small ritual that takes less than 5 minutes but can have a profound impact. First, you will take a large glass, about 12 to 16 ounces, and fill it with warm water. It's important that the water is warm, not hot and not cold. Think of it like a comforting cup of tea. Cold water can cause the muscles of the digestive tract to contract and tense up. Warm water, on the other hand, is relaxing. It soothes and hydrates the intestinal lining, helping to soften and dissolve the hardened material that may be stuck to the intestinal walls. It's the gentle first step, preparing the environment for the cleanse. Next, you will squeeze the juice of half a fresh lemon into the warm water. Lemon juice is a powerhouse for digestion. Despite being acidic in nature, it has an alkalizing effect on the body once metabolized. More importantly, the sour taste stimulates what is known as the bitter reflex, which signals the liver to produce more bile and the gallbladder to release its stores. Bile is your body's natural detergent. It emulsifies fats, but it also plays a critical role in binding to and carrying toxins out of the body through the stool. By stimulating bile flow right before bed, you are essentially priming your body's detoxification pathways to work efficiently while you sleep. Finally, you have a choice for the third ingredient, based on what works best for you. The first option is to add 1 tablespoon of high-quality, cold-pressed extra virgin olive oil to the lemon water. Stir it well and drink it down. Olive oil is a good fat that serves 2 crucial purposes here. First, it lubricates the entire digestive tract, making it easier for the softened waste to slide through and be eliminated. Second, many of the toxins stored in your body are fat-soluble. The oil acts like a magnet for these toxins, binding to them so they can be safely carried out of the body instead of being reabsorbed. If the idea of drinking olive oil is not appealing to you, or if you want to focus more on the scrubbing action, the second option is to use chia seeds. You would add 1 tablespoon of chia seeds to the warm lemon water. You must stir it very well and drink it immediately, before it has a chance to fully gel in the glass. As the chia seeds travel through your digestive tract overnight, they absorb water and expand, forming a gelatinous substance. This gel has a unique action. It is not abrasive, but it acts like a gentle internal scrub brush. As it moves through your intestines, it sweeps the walls, collecting old debris, toxins, and trapped particles, and bulking up the stool for easy elimination in the morning. Both olive oil and chia seeds are excellent choices. You could even alternate, using olive oil for a couple of nights and chia seeds for the others to get the benefits of both. The key is consistency for the 5 nights. During this period, you don't need to change your diet drastically, but it is wise to focus on whole foods, plenty of vegetables, and to drink extra water during the day to support the cleansing process. Avoid heavy processed foods, excessive sugar, and alcohol for these 5 days to give your body the best possible chance to reset. What can you expect? The first morning, you may not notice much, or you might have a larger, easier bowel movement. By the second or third morning, many people report passing stool that looks darker, has a stronger odor, and may contain stringy, mucus-like material. This is a positive sign. It is the old impacted waste finally being dislodged and eliminated from your body. You are literally clearing out years of accumulation. As the week progresses, you will likely start to feel a change. The bloating may be the first thing to go. You feel lighter, less distended. Then you may notice a subtle but clear increase in your energy levels. You might wake up feeling more refreshed, less groggy, and for many, the mental fog begins to lift. Thoughts become clearer, and that feeling of sluggishness starts to dissipate. It's fascinating how these simple, natural ingredients can work so powerfully together. Let us break down the science in a way that truly makes sense. The effectiveness of this protocol lies in its synergistic action. Each component has a specific job, and they perform their jobs in perfect sequence while you are in a state of rest and repair. Sleep. The warm water, as we discussed, is the softener. Imagine trying to clean a pan with dried, caked-on food. You wouldn't just scrape it with a dry sponge. You would soak it first in warm water to loosen everything up. That's exactly what you're doing for your intestines. This hydration penetrates the layers of old, dehydrated fecal matter, making it pliable and ready to be moved. This simple step alone can be incredibly beneficial for anyone suffering from constipation. The lemon juice is the activator. Its role goes beyond just stimulating bile. Lemon juice is rich in vitamin C and antioxidants, which help to protect the liver as it processes the dislodged toxins. The liver is going to be working a bit harder during this cleanse, and the lemon provides it with direct nutritional support. Furthermore, the citric acid in lemon juice can help to break down some of the calcified deposits and undigested food particles within the colon. It acts as a gentle, natural solvent, enhancing the work of the warm water. Think of it as adding a little bit of soap to the pan you are soaking. Now let's look more closely at the two options for the third ingredient. Extra virgin olive oil's magic lies in its high content of oleic acid, a monounsaturated fat. This particular type of fat is known to stimulate the release of a hormone called cholecystokinin, CCK. CCK is a powerful messenger that tells the gallbladder to contract forcefully, releasing a healthy amount of bile into the small intestine. So not only does the lemon juice tell the liver to make more bile, but the olive oil ensures that the gallbladder releases it effectively. This 1-2 punch is fantastic for clearing out stagnant bile, which can become thick and sludgy over time, forming gallstones. By flushing the biliary ducts, you are improving fat digestion and detoxification for the long term. The lubricating effect cannot be overstated. For individuals whose stools are often hard and difficult to pass, this provides immediate physical relief, making bowel movements smoother and less strenuous. On the other hand, the chia seeds offer a different but equally brilliant mechanism. Chia seeds are one of the richest sources of soluble fiber. When soluble fiber mixes with water, it creates that gel we talked about. This gel has several benefits. First, it is incredibly soothing to an inflamed or irritated gut lining. If you suffer from conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, the chia gel can provide a protective, calming coating. Second, its scrubbing action is thorough yet gentle. Unlike harsh, abrasive laxatives that can damage the intestinal wall, the chia gel sweeps through the colon's many folds and pockets, binding to toxins, cholesterol, and old waste. Third, this gel ferments in the colon and acts as a prebiotic, which means it is food for your beneficial gut bacteria. So while you are cleaning out the bad stuff, you are simultaneously feeding and encouraging the good guys. This helps to restore a healthy microbiome balance much more quickly. You are not just emptying the system, you are actively reseeding it with health. This is why the protocol is so much more than a simple laxative. It is a multi-pronged approach. It hydrates, softens, stimulates, lubricates, binds to toxins, scrubs, and feeds beneficial bacteria. It is a complete digestive reset in a glass, performed over 5 nights to allow the body to adjust and cleanse without shock or stress. The timing, right before bed, is also critical. During sleep, your body is in its primary repair and detoxification mode. The digestive system is relatively at rest from its daytime job of digesting meals. By introducing this mixture just before sleep, you are providing the tools for detoxification at the exact time when the body is most receptive and able to use them. The mixture works undisturbed for several hours, loosening and gathering waste, so that when you wake up, your body is ready for a full and complete elimination. It's an elegant process that aligns perfectly with your body's natural rhythms. Let me tell you about Robert, the gentleman I mentioned earlier who was worried about his memory. He followed this exact 5-night protocol. He called my office on the third day. He said, "Dr. Mason, this is strange, but I had a bowel movement this morning, unlike any I've had in years. I won't be graphic, but it was clear that my body was getting rid of old material." He still sounded tired, but there was a hint of curiosity in his voice. The real call came a week later, after he had completed the 5 nights and had a few more days to stabilize. "Doctor," he said, and I could hear the energy, the clarity in his tone. "The woolliness is gone. It's like a cloud has been lifted from my mind. I completed the entire Sunday crossword puzzle this morning for the first time in over a year. I feel lighter, my stomach isn't bloated, and I'm sleeping more deeply than I have in a decade." Robert's story is not an isolated one. I have recommended this simple protocol to hundreds of patients over the years, and the feedback is consistently remarkable. A woman named Carol, a 72-year-old grandmother, told me her chronic joint pain had significantly decreased. By reducing the toxic load and systemic inflammation originating from her gut, her entire body felt better. A man named David, who had suffered from a persistent, unexplained skin rash for years, saw it clear up completely. Skin issues are very often a reflection of an overburdened liver and a toxic colon. When you clean the inside, the outside begins to glow. These stories illustrate a fundamental truth. You cannot heal one part of the body in isolation. A healthy gut is the foundation for a healthy body and a healthy mind. By clearing out the old, stagnant waste, you are doing so much more than just relieving constipation. You are allowing for proper nutrient absorption, giving your body the fuel to rebuild and energize itself. You are taking an immense burden off your liver, freeing it up to perform its other vital functions, like regulating hormones and processing fats. You are reducing systemic inflammation, the smoldering fire that contributes to so many chronic diseases. And you are rebalancing your gut-brain axis, leading to improved mood, sharper thinking, and greater emotional resilience. The 5-night cleanse is the powerful reset button. But what happens on day 6 and beyond? The goal is not to have to cleanse constantly, but to adopt simple habits that prevent this kind of buildup from happening again. The first and most powerful habit is to start your day the same way you ended it, with a glass of warm lemon water. This morning ritual helps to flush out any toxins the liver processed overnight and kickstarts your digestion for the day ahead. The second is to make fiber your best friend. Aim for a diet rich in vegetables, fruits, legumes, nuts, and seeds. Fiber is what keeps your bowels regular, feeds your good bacteria, and ensures that waste is eliminated promptly. Think of fiber as the daily street sweeper for your internal highway, keeping traffic flowing smoothly. By incorporating these two simple habits, you can maintain the incredible benefits you gain from the cleanse. You can make that feeling of lightness, energy, and clarity your new normal. We have covered a great deal of ground, so let's briefly summarize the key takeaways. We've learned that symptoms like chronic fatigue, brain fog, bloating, and even depression, especially after the age of 50, are often not just signs of aging, but are rooted in a sluggish digestive system burdened by years of accumulated hardened waste. This internal toxicity prevents nutrient absorption, overloads the liver, fuels inflammation, and disrupts the delicate balance of our gut, which in turn affects our brain. We've walked through a simple, safe, and profoundly effective 5-night protocol using just warm water, fresh lemon, and either extra virgin olive oil or chia seeds. This powerful combination works synergistically while you sleep to hydrate, soften, lubricate, and scrub your intestinal walls, helping your body to eliminate old toxins and reset your digestive health. And we've seen through stories like Robert's how this internal cleansing can lead to transformative results. Renewed energy, mental clarity, reduced bloating, and a profound sense of well-being that radiates through the entire body. My final piece of advice is this: listen to your body. It is constantly communicating with you. That feeling of exhaustion is not a weakness, it is a signal. That brain fog is not a failure, it is a message. Your body is asking for a reset. It is asking for a chance to clear out the old and make way for the new. You have the power to give it that chance. You don't need expensive supplements or extreme diets. You just need a few simple ingredients and the commitment to give yourself these 5 nights of gentle, restorative care. I encourage you to try this protocol. See how you feel. Experience for yourself what it's like to wake up feeling truly lighter, brighter, and more alive. This is not about chasing a younger version of yourself. It is about unlocking the most vibrant, energetic, and clear-minded version of yourself that exists right now. Thank you for joining me today. Your health is your greatest asset, and taking these small, conscious steps to care for yourself is the most important investment you will ever make. Your best years are not behind you, they are waiting to be unlocked from within.